Hello. Wait. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm using the right mic. Hello, everyone. My name is virtual YouTuber Yunayo, and today we are going to be doing some art. So I know a lot of you are probably worried about my wrist. Hello, Comster. Thank you very much for worrying about my wrist. And welcome into the stream if you're still vibing around here. So a lot of you are probably like, hey, Yuna, quit being dumb and let your wrist recover. Why the heck are you drawing? But, there's something you didn't consider. You might have considered. Maybe I'm being dumb. It's my left wrist that's broken, not my right. That means that I am okay to do art, I think, right? Because my right hand is my dominant one. Thus, that is what I draw with. So, as far as I know, I think I should be okay to draw. How's your wrist? I think it's okay. I'm pretty sure it's okay. I have been gaming a little too much, so I do have to give it a rest. But, you know, it's feeling alright. Oh, that's hot in here. Let me turn on my fan. I feel like I do this at the start of every stream. I really should just start with my fan on, if I'm being honest. Anyways, let me grab some water and I'll start opening my program while I'm drinking water. Hold on. Because my art program does take like a little bit to actually get started. Alright, I'm starting it up now. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, my wrist is doing fine, Blank. Thank you very much for asking. I really appreciate it. Just don't force yourself too much. I will do my best. Thank you. Okay. I have my program loaded up. Let me just turn it on. Chat will be invisible for a bit while it scrolls down, so sorry about that. Where is... Oh, there's Clip Studio. Here we go. You know, I made the thumbnail. I'm gonna pull up the thumbnail for this stream real quick because I really like the thumbnail. Look, it's I got a stock photo. I thought it was funny. I think the stock photo is silly, and I like it. How large should I make myself? Like half of the screen tall? Do like half the screen tall. That looks good. Okay. Anyways, I'm kind of tired. Stock photos are always the best. They really are. Like this one, so cool. Like you got that guy. You know, he's vibing. Hang on. I mean, look at that guy. He's vibing so hard. Anyways, I'm gonna try something different because as you guys probably know, I mean, you might not know because it's been a while, but whenever I do art streams, my webcam always loses track of my face, or I guess more so my face tracking program loses track of my face because I'm always looking down at my drawing tablet. I'm gonna try raising my chair up a little bit for this stream. It has been a while since I drew on stream, so we'll see how this one goes. So far, ooh, it just lost track of me. Okay, there has to be a better way to do this. Maybe if I put my webcam like down a little bit and like looking up at me, it'll work better. I mean, this probably works. You got a drawing tablet? I do, in fact, have a drawing tablet, and it's pretty baller. It's like, let me make a new one. And what kind of width do we want? Should we go with like just square or like 960p? Preset. Webtoon postcard sticker size. We'll do 1440 by 900. That works. Yeah. So I have a drawing tablet, and it's been a while. So I'll draw this because whenever I draw, I feel like I should probably explain what my setup is, right? Because I complain a lot about my setup, and here's why. So I've got my chair here, right? Actually, I guess if I'm gonna draw this, I should do it right. So I got the chair here. The gamer chair. Not really. I have a normal office chair. Oh, my face, my webcam lost track of me again. I have an idea. So like, you know how like almost all face cams can kind of like hook onto like monitors and stuff? What if I like hook it onto my drawing tablet? That kind of works. And then I'm always looking down at my drawing tablet, you know? It kind of works. It's still not finding my face. I have to like peer overhead at it if I want it to work. Oh, but that works. All right, I think I found a working solution. It's just that when I look up at my monitor now, it doesn't detect me. Slenderman? Slenderman. Oh yeah, my face went missing for a sec. Hold on, I'm trying to figure this out. I think that works. My neck after this stream is gonna be awful. But yeah, so this is like my setup, right? That's me and my long legs. I'll add like a hat on top. Yeah, that's me. Add the hair. Perfect. There I am. So that's me. Right? And then what am I drawing? I'm drawing my setup right now, as I always do. Then you got like my desk here, right? And then, you know, then you got like my monitor here. It's like that's a monitor, by the way. Like that's the light coming off of it. And then I got my keyboard somewhere over here, and then I got I got like a drawing tablet stand. And then I got my drawing tablet on here. There we go. It's my setup. Amazing details? I know, it's pretty amazing. My neck already hurts. My posture right now is awful. There has to be a better way to do this. I'm gonna lower my chair down and see if that helps. I don't know, man. This setup is just awful. I see you were short. I mean, I'm kind of short. I'm like, it's been a while since I measured myself. I think I'm like 5'5". I'm not exactly the tallest. I'm like one of the shorter ones in my group of friends that I have. What would be the best setup for my drawing tablet? Because I need it to be set up so that I'm always looking at it, at my webcam. But the problem is that my eye line switches between my tablet and my monitor. So my eye line is like constantly switching between looking down here and looking over here. And then it doesn't help because I also have like a second monitor that like goes like this way. So like it's also switching between there. So like I've got like three different gazes going on here. You know? I've got got 3 different lines of sight that are happening. And right now, how my setup is I've positioned my webcam up here, looking at my face. But because like you see it lost track. It doesn't know where I am right now. Because my webcam needs like basically a direct line of sight to my face. It only kind of works. Had to join a basketball team to become the shortest guy I am. 6'1". Imagine being 6 foot. That's the dream right there. Nah, I'm fine with being short. I mean, you could argue that I'm like medium height if you really wanted to. Where is my face? I don't know. How should I position my webcam so that it's like always looking at me? Okay, I think I got a decent setup. 1 entire foot taller than me. Ouch. Okay. Got a decent setup going. Alright. Yeah, in general, I'm messing around with different calibrations right now. I'm taller than all my friends. Well, that's nice. Just notice your new model looking to the side is kind of different from the old one. Yeah, a little bit. It's definitely a little different. I like both models, though. Alright. Let's erase this mess of a drawing. It's been a while since I used Clip Studio. I'm messing around with a few different programs. But Clip Studio costs a lot of money, even though I got it on sale. So I want to keep using it. It's also a very good program, so. Now, what should we draw today? Yunayo be looking kind of cute, bro. Not gonna lie. Thank you, Vic. I really appreciate it. I'm very cute. Say so, idol. You're cute anime boy. That's me. I'm tired. I have some, like, Sour Patch Kids. They're called Sour Patch Kids Exploders. And I'm pretty sure that they're, like, Gushers, but with the Sour Patch Kids coating on the outside. And they sound, like, hecka unhealthy. Like, so dang unhealthy. But they have so much sugar in them, though. Would it provide enough energy for me to make it through the rest of the stream? Or should I just, like, should I not go with the bag of sugar and instead, like, drink a cup of coffee? Because I used to drink, I'll put it to the side for now. I used to drink, like, 2 cups of coffee a day. Like, I drink 1 in the morning and then 1 in the afternoon. Then I realized that, like, those caffeine levels are bad for my, sleep schedule. Short term, yeah. Digging the blue and pink contrast. Yeah, I do like the colors on this model. But yeah, I used to drink 2 cups of coffee a day, and then I realized that caffeine was awful for my sleep schedule. Because every now and then the coffee would affect me way more than it usually does. And so, like, I was just, like, lying in bed, but, like, half asleep, but I couldn't fully fall asleep because of the caffeine, because it was numbing me to the sensation of sleep. Short term, the candies will give you an energy boost, but will likely make you more tired when it runs out. Maybe I just want to eat the Sour Patch Kids. I should just chill out. I already ate. As for coffee, I don't know, it doesn't work for me. Yeah, for me, it's stuff I, like, kind of mind over matter. Like, nowadays, whenever I need an energy boost in the afternoon, I just drink decaf, and that works for the most part. And I think it's just because my body associates the taste of coffee with energy, so it's just like, oh, okay, time to vibe, we're going. And so it works. It doesn't work quite as well as, like, actual coffee, but it does work at giving me an energy boost. It's kind of weird. I'm drinking so much coffee that now I'm not even really in it for the taste. I'm more so just in it for the experience. Like, just, like, drinking a cup of coffee in the morning as a tradition is nice. Sometimes I'm worried that I talk too loud. Like, have you ever been, like, voice chatting with your friends and, like, you get, like, super into a moment and you start talking aloud or, like, trying to talk over them in voice chat, and then, like, everything quiets down for a bit and you realize, like, oh shoot, I was being so loud. Like, that's kind of what I feel sometimes. Your voice is pretty quiet, as in, like, volume, or, like, just my actual voice? Coffee tastes nasty, in my opinion. Yeah, it took me a while to warm up to coffee. I think in general, coffee is an acquired taste. Because at first, I super didn't like coffee. There were only, like, 1 or 2 types of coffee that I really liked, and they were super specific. Like, Colombian coconut coffee. And then, like, as I kept drinking that specific coffee that I liked, I started expanding my horizons and trying other coffees. And then I was like, you know what? I can vibe with coffee. And so I started drinking more of it, and now I really like coffee. I freaking vibe with coffee. Holy flip. You guys know what I've been reading about recently? And what I kind of wanted to draw today? I don't want to draw SCP stuff. I've been looking into the SCP, articles on the Wikipedia. Some of them are freaking weird and scary and terrifying. You taste coffee and your body goes, we vibe into Eurobeat. Now that's pretty much it. Is it Photoshop on the background? No, this is a Clip Studio Paint. Yeah, I like, it's just like the taste of coffee and my body just starts playing Eurobeat. It's like, alright, time to go. Yeah, the program I'm using is Clip Studio Paint. Maybe, should I put that in the description? Maybe I should put it in, hold on, I'll slap that in the description. Should I put it under chat rules or above chat rules? I want donations to stay relatively near the bottom. Don't get me wrong, I love receiving donations. It feels so good knowing that like someone wants to support me so much that they're willing to give some of their hard-earned cash to me. But, you know, I don't want people to feel pressured into giving it. So, like, I want them to... I want people to have to search for it if they really want to donate to me. I guess, in a way, you could say that I want donating to be kind of inconvenient. Do you remember the 21st night of September? I do remember the 21st night of September, Joff. My friends and I have a tradition where every year on the 21st of September, we always go to our favorite burger place, and we like it's 5 specific people in the group, and like we all just get a burger and we all just vibe for a while, and then we play Roblox afterwards. Also, I know the feeling of am I being too loud, right? I feel it so much. And then sometimes when I come out of my room, my roommates are jokingly like, "Hey, you were having a lot of fun with we playing games today." And then I feel embarrassed because they don't mean it in like a mean way. They're just like trying to have some fun. It'd be like, haha, you were having a lot of fun, weren't you? And then I'm like, haha, yeah, I was. And then I feel super embarrassed. Interesting tradition? Yeah. We soft spoken, so the contrast feels louder. Yeah. Hello, Yuna. Yuna. Hello, Yuna. Your name is just like mine. Hi, how are you? I'm doing great. I hope you're doing good too. I always feel like I'm talking a nice volume, but I'm always barely audible. Yeah, audio balancing in my stream is something that I'm still kind of working on. Okay, hold on. Let me add the... Okay, so... A program used Clip Studio Paint EX. Drawing tablets. XP pen. I think it's called the Artist 12. XP Pen Artist 12. What else do I need to add? I have the program that I'm using. I have the drawing tablet that I'm using. Am I using any other equipment? Windows 10. I don't need to add that. I don't know. I think that's fine. Other materials maybe? Nah, what we got here is fine. Yeah, I was then we try and push it up a little and end up going full dog. So yeah, sometimes I get like really loud with my friends, especially when we're playing Overwatch and I try and like call out like Tracer behind us and I just get way too into it. I haven't played Overwatch with my friends in a while just because of my broken wrist. They're good friends. Whenever I try and play, like whenever they're playing, I'm like, hey, can I join in? They're like, no, your wrist is broken. You really shouldn't be playing. Like they peer pressure me into making my wrist heal. They're really nice. Also, I heard cats. I think that's just my roommate screaming downstairs. We don't have any cats in the house. I'd love to have a cat, but as much as I would, I'm mildly allergic to cat dandruff. So if the cat got even like a little bit of dandruff, I'd just be itchy the whole rest of the day. I love cats. Like I love hanging out with cats, but most of the time that I hang out with them, I end up coming out of it like covered in itchy spots. Such good friends. Yeah, they are. They have really good friends. The same people that go out and get burgers with me on the 21st of September because of a meme. Yeah. Here, you know what? Since I don't have a cat, and I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. There we go. Perfect. I'd love to have a cat one day though. Maybe like one of those naked cats. Although those are kind of weird. Like they're kind of cute, but like the hairless cats are kind of weird. If I'm gonna get a cat, I want to be able to pet its fur, you know. And I can't pet its fur if it doesn't have any. Like if I'm gonna get a cat, I'd rather just be itchy and deal with it than not have it have fur. I don't have anything against owners of like hairless cats. I just think they're kind of weird looking. There's a few with really short hair. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that could work. But yeah, okay, so like I was looking up a please okay, I'm sorry if the question is strange. Let me look that up and translate that. You know. You have to take care of your health, especially your wrist. I know. In general, I only really started self-care like a year or two ago when I finally graduated from college, or I mean high school, and then I had nothing to do, and then I realized like, hey, wow, I take awful care of myself. Broken refrigerator. Yuna says, please speak. Good. Brother. Broken fridge. Broken refrigerator. Is your refrigerator running? Is your is your refrigerator running? Well, you better go catch it. My jokes off the charts. Now welcome in. Hello, welcome into the stream. Brazilian meme, don't mind. Okay. Yeah, I was looking up SCPs, and I finally read up a little bit on SCP-001, like the end of the world. And God, it's so scary. Like SCP-0, specifically, I was looking at 001 when day breaks. It's so scary. 001 is terrifying. There are a lot of like scary. There are a lot of kind of spooky SCPs. There are a lot of SCPs on the website that are like, oh, I really wouldn't want to encounter that. But like SCP-001 when day breaks makes me like feel actually uncomfortable and scared. It was really fun to read through though. There are some really talented writers on the SCP website. Don't look outside your window? No. You don't have to tell me twice. I won't do that if you say it. I'll trust you, Joff. I'll trust you. Let me drink some water. Are my roommates freaking seriously talking outside of my room? I could just scream shut up. Probably want to mute my mic though. They'll probably quiet down. Which SCP-001 are you speaking about? It's SCP-001 when day breaks. That's the one I'm talking about. Like the one where like the sun goes super red and then like any sun rays touching you just liquidizes your body and turns you into a zombie basically. That tries to drag other people out into the sun. That's the specific one I'm talking about. It's horrifying. I want to read the other 001 articles as well. It's like, here, look, I'll draw it for funsies. This is kind of like a doodling stream. Like the sun turns like, that's not quite the color. It's like kind of like the middle of the sun is like almost white, you know? But then like the outer rim of the sun is like I'm drawing it for funsies. It's like a pure red outline or something. What the heck is that SCP? Oh, it's so scary. You become a wax zombie pretty rad. I guess, I mean, if that's how you look at it, I suppose so. Let's say I'm from Brazil. I have a lot of Brazilian fans in my chat. Not that I'm complaining. Brazil is a country that I want to go to immediately, but you know, quarantine and all that. Can't really go to Brazil. Yeah, SCP-001 is terrifying. and like it's like marks the end of the world supposedly. Doesn't 001 have like 30 different incarnations, but like all of them are just trying to hide the true 001 or something? There are so many of them, lots of people created their own. Yeah, there are like 5,000 SCPs right now, which is insane. Come to Brazil, never mind. Bye-bye. Yep, thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, like SCP-001 is like, it is kind of like this, and then like the sky becomes like a dark red color. Hold on, can I turn up my brush size? There we go. The sky becomes like dark red, and like everything is blotted out in like shadows and shit. Oh, I cursed. I didn't mean to. Good thing you guys can't clip stuff on YouTube. Chow, you know? To chow? To chow. I don't know what that means. It's like... I should turn up stabilization a little bit. Maybe it's not a stabilization. Is it a smoothing problem? No, that's pretty smooth. That'll do. Yeah, it's spooky. This round's like chow. Oh, chow. Oh, you're just talking about 001? Yeah, I noticed that. I looked through all the... Like, I skimmed through some of the articles. They're all, like, really long. There are some, like, excellent writers on SCP. And, like, it's... There are about 35 of them. Yeah. Means by. What language does it mean by in? Yeah. There are, like what? Like, 35 different versions of 001, I think. Hello, Dylan Locke. Welcome into the stream. What if we drew 001? That might be kind of fun. I'd have to look up a reference for it. I mean, we're already here, right? Did you guys know that there are like 10 different classes in SCP? Portuguese. Ah, I see. Okay. We Brazil in here. Yeah, but there's like okay. So there's safe, Euclid, Keter, Thaumiel, Apollyon, neutralized, explained, Masker, Hemel, and Euclid Impetus. And there are like other smaller classes. Like okay. So like safe, Euclid, and Keter are like the three common ones. Where like safe means like pretty easy to contain, and then Euclid means like it might be kind of difficult to contain, and usually Euclid is like anything that's sentient is considered Euclid, just because anything that can think for itself would naturally be hard to contain because of its unpredictability. And then there's Keter, which is like something that's like very difficult to contain. Loki Brazil is Euclid. There are some SCP comics here on YouTube and they're so interesting. I know, I love SCP. I think SCP is so cool. But yeah, then there's Thaumiel, and Thaumiel is like one of my favorite classes. If the SCP Foundation is real, I'm gonna get assassinated on stream for leaking this information. Because Thaumiel itself is like a super like the existence of Thaumiel is like itself classified. But Thaumiel SCPs are like SCPs that help to contain other SCPs. And then there's Apollyon, which I just learned about today when I was reading up about 001. And Apollyon is basically something that cannot possibly be contained or recontained. Yeah, the box test. It's like the box test. Well, I bet we could draw it. Check this out. I'm just doodling. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just like vibing and doodling. My clip studio is kind of slow for some reason. Look. Oh no, it's not slow. I just missed a window. Look. I don't need that. Look. Alright. Check this out, you guys. So if it fits in the box without complaints, then it's right. If it fits in the box, then it's safe. Like if you can put it into a cardboard box and not worry about it, it's safe. If you put it into a cardboard box but you don't know what's gonna happen to the cardboard box, then it's probably Euclid, right? But if like the box itself would not work, then it's Keter. And if it is the box, then it's Thaumiel, right? So if you can put it in the box and not worry about it, then it's safe. Like this is called the SCP Object Class Box Test. If you can put it in a cardboard box and not worry about it, then it's safe. If you can put it in a cardboard box but you don't know what's gonna happen to the box, then it's Euclid. If a cardboard box would be unreliable and not work for very long, then it's Keter. If it is the cardboard box, then it's Thaumiel because it helps to contain other SCPs. And if a box just straight up wouldn't work at all, then it's Apollyon. Apollyon SCPs are usually like world-ending SCPs. Like universe-threatening stuff. And then there's stuff like neutralized, where for one reason or another it lost its properties that made it an SCP and it's now just a normal object. And there's explained, and explained SCPs are things that are no longer considered SCPs because their properties that were thought to be anomalous got explained through science. Isn't God an SCP as well? Yeah, there is. I think it's like 373 or something, and it's like God. But it's, I think people call it, it's called safe because he just kind of chills out in his containment chamber. Let me look that up, actually. SCP-373. I think it's God. Oh, no, it's not 373. Is it 343? 343. Yeah, it's 343. There are several gods who are SCPs. Indeed, there are. SCP-343 is okay. So 343 is a male, seemingly raceless humanoid in appearance with apparent omnipotence. 343 was discovered walking the streets of Prague and detained after staff members witnessed him disappear from the streets and reappear on a rooftop. 343 is detained willingly in his chamber as containment has proved impossible. So it's not so much that like he's marked safe, but I would honestly say that's probably incorrect. And he's probably more likely Apollyon. But, I mean, because I'm pretty sure Apollyon means, like, that it cannot be contained. Let me see. Okay, so Apollyon is an SCP that is nearly impossible to contain or recontain, and its properties pose a serious and immediate threat to human life. Okay, so it's not technically Apollyon then. Because 343 doesn't pose a threat to human life. Or at least not an apparent one. And I guess because it's like willingly letting itself be contained, it's safe. Wonder what anime character would be in an SCP world. I mean, there are a lot of anime characters that would themselves be SCPs. What's that one girl from Durarara without a head? She'd be an SCP. SCP-343, colloquially named God by the staff, looks like an older man, though his features differ to each observer. In my first talk with him, he claimed to outright be the creator of the universe. Huh. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's God. And he's just like willingly letting himself be contained because he loves all humanity. Haruhi from Melancholy of Suzumiya. Yeah, Haruhi would be an SCP, that's for sure. She wouldn't be very happy about being contained. I mean, could Haruhi even be contained? Because the more you try and contain her. A reality warper, but not harmful, so not Apollyon. Oh wait, actually, I think there's a specific class for that. Hold on, wait. I think there's a class for something where containing it would do more harm than good. Let me see. I found I found like a flowchart. Okay, yeah, it's called Archon. Containment of the object would do more harm than good. Yeah. That would be Haruhi would be an Archon class SCP. There are a lot of like other classifications that may or may not be canon. I know that Safe, Euclid, Keter, and Apollyon are all canon, but I don't know if Thaumiel is canon, and I don't know if Archon or all of that stuff is canon. How do you write that? You write it... I'll type it in chat. Archon. Or maybe it's Archon. It might be Archon. I don't know. Yeah. I can talk about SCP for hours. And I'm not even, like, exaggerating about that. Genshin Impact. Yeah, I'm not even like exaggerating about that. I was talking with a friend in voice chat, and I got on the topic of SCP, and I talked for like 2.5 hours with him about it. It's the second way? Okay, so Archon. I see. Yeah, there's like, someone made like a whole flowchart. Actually, I wonder if I can copy paste it into Clip Studio. Let me try. Copy image, paste. There we go. Let me zoom it out. Okay, so why don't we look over the flowchart? So, is it anomalous? If it means no, then it's considered explained, which means that like it's it's scientifically explained and not really like an SCP. It was just thought to be. And then if it's active, and then if it is anomalous, if it's active, then you go down here and it's a lot. But there's Masker, which is like an SCP that's formed up of multiple parts, but if you separate the parts, then they are not active. There's Neutralized, which is when an SCP is no longer anomalous because it either got destroyed on accident or on purpose or just stopped working that way. And then this one is funny. Decommissioned. The SCP was poorly written but was left up to shame the writer. That one's funny. They're like decommissioned, Cernumos, Ticonderoga, Archon. All of these, I don't know if they're canon or not. I'm not sure if these are canon. The only ones that I know for sure are... Because SCP is itself like a big collaboration instead of like one company story or something. The canon is kind of loose. But I know that Apollyon, Safe, Euclid, and Keter are all canon. I don't know about anything else though. Like, this is the first I'm hearing of like Archon, Heimel, Tiamat. Yeah. It's an interesting flowchart. In general, like, I think the SCP site is so cool. It's super interesting. Yeah. Anyways, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were drawing when day breaks. Heck yeah. Spooky. I think most people kind of draw when day breaks as like a giant eye or like something similar to that. But like the most common canonical appearance of it is like a red sun, red sky, and like darkened shadows everywhere. Yeah, I think that my ground isn't quite dark enough, so let me fix that. It's kind of like painting, I guess. There we go. Is it a desert? No, I'm pretty sure that it's like it's because it's not a desert. It's more so just that the world got destroyed. I think. Because like the depiction of it on the website. Oh, it resembles desert dunes. I guess it does. In general, I think I need to get better at drawing landscapes. Because because what I'm kind of going for is silhouette, but if I am going for silhouette, then that would mean that the ground would be like mostly black. Is that too? Maybe it's. I think that's fine. Okay, so now let's make it kind of look like a realistic cityscape that could actually exist. Gotta stretch my neck. Hold on. My back cracked a few times. Ouch, my bones. The sun looks a little weird. Like this little spot here. This little spot here that's kind of like just chilling in front of. Let me see if I can fix that. Definitely gotta make my pen size smaller. Lobster the Chopster donated $1. That is indeed not Falco. Thank you very much, Lobster the Chopster, for the $1 donation. Every day, you pop into my stream with a different name, and it's very entertaining. So thank you very much for always coming in and donating with a different name each time. You've been like the sole contributor to the donation goal so far. Not that I'm complaining. I do appreciate it. But look, we're like 11% there. I think we're doing pretty good. I'm too lazy to do the math to figure out if we're on track or not, but I have faith that we're on track. Anyways, let me round out the sun a little more. And then let's round out the outer edge of it. There we go. That looks alright. Lobster. Hello, Chovy. Welcome into the stream. Okay, what else should we add to it? A lot of like, hold on. Let me grab the actual image of it. Because this is the image on the SCP website. Right here. Hold on, let me... how do I... Where's the transform button? Edit? Here we go. Because this is the version of it on the SCP website. And they're like, because it's like trees all blocking the way, but drawing trees, I guess this is closer to painting. Painting trees is like beyond me. Beyond my current skill set, I think. Yeah, SCP-001, horrifying, awful. If SCP-001 came to being and was actually a real thing, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could handle that. Hiding in a basement all day. I can't even hide in my room because my room has windows and like big curtains that I can't actually fully close. So if SCP-001 became an actual thing, I would just die. Like straight up. I wouldn't live at all. There's no way I would live longer than a day in SCP-001. I would probably like try and sneak into my room to grab something, and then I'd just die. We should add like a massive zombie somewhere in this. Oh, whoops, wrong color. Let's add like a zombie mass in this corner here. Oh, whoops. My stabilization is too high. I'm gonna drink some more water as well. Stay hydrated, you guys. I wonder who would survive. Like, what SCPs would be able to live through 001 when day breaks? Like, SCP, like, most of the really popular SCPs probably wouldn't live. 049 wouldn't live. 096 wouldn't live. Anything that's organic, basically, wouldn't live. 096 might live, or I mean, not 096. 173. Because 173 is just made of concrete and rebar, I'm pretty sure. So he would actually probably be fine. But Larry is questionable. Yeah, well, you know, I don't think Larry would live. He'd probably just have to hide in his pocket dimension. Because isn't SCP-106 like some World War I soldier who just went insane? Something like that. I want to add an arm to this somewhere. Maybe like a few sticks sticking out of it or something. And I want to communicate that, like, you know, this mass of flesh is indeed like a mass of flesh. How do I communicate that? I could add like a face in it, but that would be kind of hard to draw. In general, the only thing I can think of is like drawing a hand popping out of it. But hands aren't my strong point, as is the case with every single starting artist. I'm looking through refs right now. You know, when SCP-001 starts, I'm just gonna hide on the moon. Easy peasy, like the dark side of the moon. Easy. Oh? Did I just draw a good hand? Oh, wait, that's a decent hand. Guys, I just drew a decent hand. Look at me. I mean, it's really small, but I did it. That's like a decent looking hand. Too bad it's all gonna be colored out. That's okay though. Remember that everything in life has a limited lifespan, including me. I'm not immortal. One day, you know, it's really sad. I've been watching like a bunch of like retirement videos from VTubers, mostly smaller VTubers with small companies. And like so many of them end up retiring. And it's kind of sad to think that like a lot of our favorite VTubers are going to eventually end up retiring. Yeeted off this mortal coil. Yeah, one day I'm just going to get yeeted off the mortal coil, you guys. Just like completely yeeted out of here. Thought you meant legit death rather than retirement. Well, I mean, obviously that too. But like... when Korone retires, I will cry. I think everyone's going to cry when she retires. Like, Korone will be such a... If, like... I don't even know if it's if. It's probably more like when she retires. When she retires, like... At this point, it's more like the internet world is going to be losing something. Not just the VTuber community, like the internet world will be losing someone important. And that's hecka sad. I'm gonna make this hand like a drooping hand. Yeah, there we go. There we go. If the, you know what, if the hand doesn't look too good, it's okay, because I can just say it's rotting away, you know? This hand came out alright. I'm getting kind of better at drawing hands, like steadily better. The end of the world is scary. It's not something I particularly find myself wanting to think about. I mean, in general, the end of things are scary. Especially things that we've become used to. What is this again? It's SCP-001 when day breaks. And basically what it does is it turns the sun into a deadly laser. And basically when sunlight touches your skin, it starts to liquidize, kind of, and you turn into jello. And you basically just become a jello zombie that tries to bring people outside into the sunlight. And then but you're still conscious and like you can talk to people, but like your mind is corrupted and you keep saying stuff like, come outside, the sun is great. And then and then like it's awful, because when SCP-001 happens, like all people will hear is like a bunch of voices of their loved ones outside, and it'll be like, come outside, the sunlight is wonderful, the day is great out here, what are you doing inside? And like it's awful. It's so scary too. And you can't even like peer outside to look at them and see if it's them or not. You just kind of have to take faith that they're not human. It's awful. It should have ended at Halo 3. I've played Halo 1. So yeah, people just turn into like gelatinous monster zombies. But like because they're liquidized again, like they kind of combine with each other if they come into contact. and they become a bigger mass that's like stronger and sort of a hive mind. What's the scariest message we could get from outer space? That's a good question. Because if we were getting it from outer space, chances are they're like at least 1 light year away. So any message that we receive would be from like a year ago. The scariest message would be a year from now the world will end. What are you doing? I'm drawing right now. Drawing in SCP. I just realized, is my background music low? Or is it just... Hold on, let me listen to it on stream. Wait. It's there. It's a little soft, I guess. Yeah, welcome into the stream, Mary. Music is fine? Okay, thank you, decided. SCP? Yeah, I'm drawing in SCP right now. I'm drawing SCP-001. Which is like one of the scariest SCPs on the website, if you ask me. Yo, guys. Can we talk about how freaking scary 096 is? SCP-096 is terrifying. Like, imagine if SCP-096 breached containment and you were just like sleeping in your bed one day and you hear like some screams downstairs, and then when you open your eyes you just see like his legs standing in the corner of your room or something. I'd be so horrified. I would just hide under my blankets and not move and then hope he leaves. 096 is what? 096 is the shy guy. He is the guy who doesn't like having his face looked at, and when you look at his face he will chase you to literally anywhere. And he can dive like 10 kilometers. And he's, for all intents and purposes, like, unkillable. I mean, I'm sure there's a way you could kill him, but like, bullets don't stop him. Tearing parts of his body out don't stop him. He just keeps going. Enderman? Yeah, the Enderman. The Enderman that is just determined to kill you when it sees your face. Yeah. Horrifying. Like, absolutely awful. So many SCPs are so scary. Just toss him into the sun? I have some bad news for you, Joff. There's a debatably canon story. It may or may not be. It's not canon, I don't think. But it may be canon to 096's abilities. It's a story where they tossed 096 into the sun. They got permission from the O5 Council and they were like, just do it, kill it. And they did. But then they noticed that the sun started moving towards the Earth. There were 4,200, 4,100. There are like 5,000 SCPs on the website right now. So yeah, you're right. The shot definitely feels a little empty. Should I add some clouds maybe? I think we could do with some clouds in the sky. Because most people, when they draw 001, they draw like either clouds kind of approaching the sun, or they draw like trees going up and like taking up space. The sun. Yo, you know Merryweather? Merryweather Comics? Heck yeah, I know Merryweather Comics. There's a series of urban legend stuff. Oh yeah, what's that called? I follow her on Instagram. I'm not sharing my Instagram, by the way. What is it called? I don't know what it's called, but I do super enjoy that series. I forget what it's called though. Where is it? I can't remember what it's called. But I know what you're talking about, and I love that series. I just love like urban, like myth kind of scary stuff. I don't know what it's called. YouTube yeets them at me so I don't have to. I like watching urban legends. I do as well. It's pretty baller. It's scary though. Some of them are like genuinely spooky. It's interesting because Merryweather Comics has like a relatively, you know, innocent looking art style. But like I think the comic artists and the storyteller are two different people. So it's interesting when like the story that it's telling is really dark, but like the art style is kind of nice looking. Japanese urban legends are weird though. You either have to be polite or just ignore stuff basically. That's like all of Japan. Japanese people are like in general, the country of Japan is like very inwards and they don't talk to each other very much, unfortunately. Sorry, that was kind of off topic, wasn't it? Okay, let's draw in some clouds. I wonder what SCPs would survive when the day breaks. There are a lot that like don't have a defined power ceiling to what they can do, so it's kind of hard to say. All right, so normally, firstly, I think I might have drawn the sky a little like not dark enough. Maybe I should. Hold on. I wonder if I can magic tool select it. Oh, that works. That kind of works. Yeah, that mostly does the trick. Let's do it. I want to make it a little darker. How's that? Little too dark. But that, I mean, but that's like about the darkness of like the original image. Maybe a little brighter. Let's just try coloring the whole thing. How's that look? I mean, it makes the sun stand out a little more. Nah, not quite. A little too dark, I think. I think that'll be a good. Yeah, that looks good. It's dark enough that it's not like, it doesn't get in the way and it's not like obnoxiously dark or anything. But it's still dark enough to where it's like kind of ominous. Conceptual non-defined powers are usually subject to authorial fiat? Japan has interesting mythology, plus they have an unusual religion, so it's no surprise that they have interesting urban legends. All mythologies are interesting? Yeah. In general, mythology is super interesting. Even Greek and Roman myths are still interesting despite how overused they are. Yeah, I'd agree. Just because you've heard like a story, or in this case a myth, more than once doesn't make it any less interesting, you know? Like you yourself, or like I guess me myself, might be personally less interested in something the more I hear about it, but that doesn't make it like any less interesting, I think. Like that's partially why I hate it when people say that like a series is bad just because it's popular. Like when people were saying Undertale was bad just because its fandom is weird. Like that was mostly just people being mad because the game was popular and they were claiming the game was bad, despite the fact that like I would argue that Undertale is one of like the most important RPGs of the decade. It makes me so sad Christian went sicko mode and went Thanos snapping other religions and folklore. RIP. Okay, bye Yunayo-san. Yep, I'll see you later, Mary. I hope you enjoyed the stream while you were here. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's draw in those clouds. Now, how do I want to draw them in? Do I want to do it like... I think I want them to be kind of thin, you know? But like kind of rounded. This will just be like an experimental cloud. I just realized I totally drew it on the wrong layer. Whoops. The cloud should probably be on their own layer. Like, I'm guessing like slightly above. Like above the sun, maybe a little opaque. Okay, bye Yunayo. Good stream. Yep, No problem. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Bye, Joff. Alright. Time to draw in the clouds. How do people normally draw in clouds? A lot of times there's just kind of like in SCP-001 drawings, there's just like a light fog over everything. Because I guess the clouds would be influenced by like what's around them. Maybe if we set the layer to multiply, it'll work. How do I make a layer? How do I set a layer to multiply? Set as draft layer, set as reference layer. Oh, here we go. Multiply? That kind of works, actually. Well, yeah, we'll make it multiply. I kind of like these style of clouds that are like kind of low and flat. You know, if you think about it, SCP is kind of like the mythology of our generation. Like, we all kind of know that it's not real, but we kind of just go along with it. And some people do genuinely believe that the SCP Foundation exists. Like, the SCP Foundation is kind of like our generation's mythology. I think that's good. Turn down the opacity a little bit, maybe. No, but the clouds are a little too symmetrical. For me, anyways. Let's fix that. Get you out of here. Maybe like right here or something? I'm not sure how to make the clouds look nice. Who really knows? You know, something I still have to do is finish One Shot, or I guess the New Game Plus of One Shot. Still need to get to that. But like, just do something about doing the entire game over again feels intimidating. And it's almost something that I just want to do casually on my own time, but I don't know. I feel like the new ending is something that I should experience with everyone, you know? Or maybe I could like pre-record it and make edited videos out of it, kind of like clips. Like a normal YouTube video out of it. There wouldn't be any chat, so it wouldn't be quite as entertaining, but it's not the same. Yeah, I'd agree, Vorador. Yeah, I'll just stream it. When's our next, let's see when our next late night stream is. I think it's tomorrow, actually. Yeah, our next late night stream is tomorrow. See, I had so much fun playing SCP Containment Breach yesterday that I kind of wanted to play it again today, but I resisted and I said I should let my hand recover. I believe I should probably keep doing that. You know? So, I resisted the urge to play SCP today on stream, and instead decided to just draw since my right hand is fine and I can just use that. But I want to play more SCP tomorrow. Should I save it? Should I play One Shot tomorrow? I'll play One Shot tomorrow. One Shot has just kind of turned into like my default as far as late night streams go. Oh, sorry, did you also complete Solstice? Not yet. I haven't gotten around to it. Just because I just want to do it on stream. I'd like to get around to Solstice. I started Solstice. I got to the cave. Omori. Look, okay. I would love to play Omori, but the problem is psychological horror games and horror games in general terrify me. Like, for reference, when I first played Doki Doki Literature Club, I had to stop halfway through Act 2 because I was so scared, and I never picked up the game again. Like, Doki Doki Literature Club is scary the first playthrough, but for most people, I feel like it doesn't really stick. For me, though, it stuck. I was scared of Monica for a long time. Actually, don't. It made me want to throw up. Huh. Omori is a game that I think would make for a fantastic stream, but I would not have very much fun. At least with like normal horror games, I know that at the end of the day, it's just something that's triggering my scared systems in my body. But with psychological horror, like that stuff messes with me internally. Like, that makes me feel genuinely uncomfortable, and it leaves a lasting impression on me. You still have Alien Isolation conspicuously missing from your schedule. I'll play Alien Isolation again one day. I will. It's just not gonna happen for a really long time. Okay. There we go. Alright. One day I'm just gonna be messing around on my computer and one shot is just gonna open on its own. I couldn't sleep until 4 in the morning. Yeah, no thank you. I will avoid Omori for my own psychological safety. You know, Alien Isolation scares me a lot in the moment, but coming out of Alien Isolation, generally speaking, all the fear leaves me within like 30 minutes tops. Psychological horror though, God, that doesn't leave me for like days. Sometimes like weeks even. I will say, I respect psychological horror a lot more than like normal horror. Because I feel like psychological horror, like, at least on a surface level, takes a lot more work than normal horror. Because like normal horror is just about making you feel on edge and then scaring you. But psychological horror needs to like ebb its way into your skin. Consider Honey Pop. There's no way I can play Honey Pop on stream. It would be wild if I could get away with that. Psych horror takes work. Yeah, I respect it a lot more, but I hate playing through it more as well. The Steam tags weren't lying. It really horrified my psyche. You know, speaking of Steam tags, the first time I played Doki Doki, it was because a friend sent me a message, and he was like, "Hey, you should really play this game on stream." Or, I mean, it was back when I was still trying to do YouTube and I was just making videos. It was like, "Hey, you should play this game on your YouTube. I want to see what you think of the cute anime girls." And then I looked at it. I looked at the Steam tags, and one of them was psychological horror, and I was like, this game kind of weird. This game kind of sus. I still played it. I was horrified though. Now it doesn't look like a desert anymore. Well, that's good. I was trying to go more for like a cityscape, I guess, but like it doesn't really look like a cityscape either, does it? And you can't really see the hands, because it's hard to make them out as hands. Maybe I should like make one that has like more clearly defined fingers. Let's see. Whoops. How about... Ooh, so I wonder, can I just a sunset with clouds? There are hardly any clouds in the desert. Yeah, that's true. I wonder if I can get away, because this hand doesn't look very good, but I wonder if I can get away with it by shading it in all black. Because maybe the silhouette of it doesn't look quite as bad. Let's see. I mean, It definitely looks like way bigger than the other hands. Is it hand? Such spooky. Indeed it is. It is spooky. Let me lasso tool this. This is definitely gonna mess up the sky behind it, but that's okay because we can fix that. Make it a little smaller, like about the size of the other hands. Is that about the size of the other hand? About the size of the other hands. Then we'll stick it back on the wall. And we'll touch this up and actually fix it. Let's get this fixed. One day I want to write an SCP story. I think that'd be kind of neat. An SCP story. That'd be cool. There we go. That's kind of fixed. But, I mean, because it doesn't really, like, convey that it's a mass of fleshy people. Because the problem is that since I'm going with the silhouette style of drawing, it's hard to convey that it's the melted together glob of people. Silhouettes are hecka cool, but that means that the silhouette itself has to be strong. And my silhouette is not, that I've drawn. What would happen if SCP-682 was in 001? Would he just turn into, like, an indestructible blob monster? That'd be scary. Could the US Army beat the indestructible blob monsters? What would win? Every single SCP or SCP-001? Waiting for the SCP gotcha game. I don't think it'd do very good. There aren't any cute anime girls in SCP. Wait, there is! There's that one, like, slime girl that everyone draws as an anime girl for some reason. And then there's that phone app SCP that people like to draw with big boing boings. Yeah, they could probably make an SCP gotcha game work. It could work out. There was like an Attack on Titan gotcha game too. That kind of worked. Okay, what can I add to the landscape to make it a little more spicy? Because as it stands, it kind of just doesn't look like anything. Could add some, like, buildings, I guess. Could add some trees. What could I, like, what silhouetted item could I add? Ooh, I could add some, like, buildings in the distance. Let's try that. Let's try adding some buildings in the distance. Well, we'll shade these in later so they don't need to look too neat. I guess I should add a little more variance. This would be like the base of buildings. Oh, my eraser is huge. Why is my eraser so big? Why is my eraser 400 pixels? There we go. We'll add like one building here. Shoot. SCP gotcha sounds interesting. There's a lot that you could do with the SCP thing, like the entire website itself. A lot of people have said it before, but like, what if there was like a TV series about SCP? And every episode was like centered around a different SCP? and like the facility's daily interactions with it and testing on it. Like that'd be super cool. Someone like a really talented, I forget what's his name. Hold on, gotta look it up. But there's so many of them. Yeah, you could easily make a TV series out of them, and I feel like it'd be marginally successful. Cause SCP-096. Cause someone, okay, yeah. What was his name? It would be enough to create gacha games. I guess it would, yeah. Who directed this? Yeah, it was directed by Clay Abel, and he made like a short film for SCP-096, Shy Guy. It was like 23 minutes long, and it was like just about the time of one TV episode, and it was so cool. I highly recommend watching it. Just search up SCP-096, and it should be like the first thing that pops up. It's so cool. And like, it's really well made too. What if we watched it together? Is that okay if we watch it together? On stream? Is it? What? Let me check. Let me see the description. Legal content relating to the is licensed under Creative Commons Share Alike 3.0, and all concepts originate from the wiki and its authors. The video being derived from content is also hereby allowed under Creative Commons. Would a Pokeball really contain an SCP, or would Pokemon be considered SCPs? Would a Pokeball contain an SCP? Who knows, man? Creative Commons licenses give a standard way for content creators to grant someone else permission to use their work. YouTube allows creators to mark their videos with Creative Commons license. If you mark your video with a CC BY license, you can retain your copyright. Other creators get to reuse your work subject to terms of the license. The ability to mark uploaded videos with a Creative Commons license is available to all creators. Creative Commons licenses can only be used on 100% original content. If there's a content ID claim on your video, you cannot mark your video with a Creative Commons license. You're granting the entire YouTube community the right to reuse and edit that video. So what does that mean for me? Can I watch it on stream with everybody? Is it okay if I watch this on stream if it has the Creative Commons license? Hold on. Why don't we just Google that? Can I react to Creative Commons license videos? What does that pop up? Can I reuse Creative Commons videos? Here we go. Creative Commons, no, that's not helpful. Will I get copyright strike on using Creative Commons videos? Yes and no, but mostly no. Creative Commons is a popular, fairly flexible, if the Pokeball's Thaumiel. Yeah, Pokeballs are probably Thaumiel. Cause I mean, there's like this one Pokemon that can breathe fire breath that's like 10,000 degrees, which is hotter than the surface of the sun. Okay. So it looks like creative content license means that I can use it and I'm not in danger of being copyright striked, but I am possibly in danger of being copyright ID'd, which basically all it means is that ads will be shown on the stream VOD for this. That's probably fine. I mean, do you guys even want to do this with me? Do you guys even want to watch this along with me? Because it's like a 24-minute video about SCP-096. Like, it's a really good video. But it is like 24 minutes long. And we're here, you guys, I assume you guys are here for art. Or maybe you're here for me. I'm joking. Yeah, it's very good. I don't know. I'll keep it open. I'll keep it open. We'll see. For now, we'll just have the window open. And we'll just keep drawing. So... Fun fact. I'm pretty sure that out of the 3 primary colors... yellow is the first to disappear, and then red, and then blue. Blue is the last to disappear out of the 3 primary colors, so the further out you get. So like in a drawing, your background should start off containing a lot of yellow, red, and blue. But then as the background keeps going, it should slowly get rid of the yellow and the red, so that only blue remains. So blue is the last color to go out of human eyesight. Probably didn't make much sense. I'm glad that my drawing tablet has a screen protector on it. I mean, it came built in with the screen protector. Yeah, I don't know. Pokemon would probably be considered SCPs. There we go. Perfect. Let's turn up the brush size a little bit. There we go. And then we'll turn down the opacity of this part. And then let's add some background buildings too. With ink size 10. 10 works. I think 10 is fine. These buildings will be a little taller. Oh, but I guess that these layers should be above the sun, huh? Like the sun and the cloud layer should really... Or maybe I should just make the building not as tall. Let's not have the buildings go above there. There we go. These are some poorly drawn buildings, but that's okay. Alright. Now we're actually drawing. Should I post this on the SCP subreddit? Probably won't be too popular, but maybe they'd like it. SCP-001 is really popular on the subreddit. Maybe. And plus I would probably get some pretty good critique on it. I want to draw more SCPs. Oh, speaking of drawing, I want to do a cover of the song King, which is like that song that all the VTubers sing, where it's like them sitting on like a throne or whatever with like a crown in their lap. Like, I want to sing that song, but I want to do like an actual cover of it with like the semi-animated music videos that they always do, where like their eyes and face moves a little bit. Left side, right side. Left side, right side. You are king. That is a good song. I listened to the cover that Murasaki Shion of Hololive did, and that's what kind of got me into this craze over the song. But if I do want to actually draw it, and like if I do want to actually make a music video out of it, then I do need to draw it first. And my art, I don't know if my art skills are good enough to draw that. Maybe one day I'll do it. Oh guys, I have some great news. There's a single dislike on my video on the stream right now. Let's go. We got a dislike, you guys. You know, I'm fine with dislikes on my videos. Like, I don't particularly enjoy getting them. But that means that someone cared enough about you to go through the effort to dislike your video. Like, normally if you make bad content, people just won't stick around because they'll get bored. The only reason that people dislike their video is because either they personally have something against you, the content you're making, or they think that your content is so egregiously bad that they just want to go out of their way to dislike it. And like, I don't know, out of the three, I think it's probably more that someone has something personally against me. Or maybe it's something I said. But it means that someone cared enough to stick around, you know, and click that dislike button. That's how I see it, at least. Maybe that's a weird way of looking at it. But don't dislike my video. You know, for the longest time, I had no clue what dislikes did on YouTube comments. Because, like, the number of dislikes is hidden. So there's no way to see how many dislikes a comment has. But I talked to some people about it and looked some stuff up, and I guess that, like, if a comment has more dislikes, then it won't show up quite as high on the comments list. So I guess that's what it means. I don't know that for sure. Don't quote me on that. And so down, down. Okay. Man, there are a lot of people watching this stream. By the way, yesterday while I was streaming SCP games on Twitch, I got raided by someone who had 18 viewers with him, which is like nuts. And like, can't believe it. Oh shoot. Guess I gotta make this a little more opaque. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. It looks kind of like those back buildings are shrouded in fog or something. Maybe a little less opaque. That looks okay. They look about the same color as the clouds, and it makes them look like they're being covered up by the clouds and fog. I think that's good. I would say this is a pretty good shot. It is pretty simple though. What else could I really add to it? Let's see. Let's look up some references of 001. A lot of people like to add dead trees. A lot of people like to do the thing that I did where I added buildings sort of in the far back. Not sure if I want to do trees just because I'm not confident in my ability to draw them. Although that seems to be what most people do, unfortunately, so I might just have to go with it. Some people draw like buildings falling apart. It'd be so scary if SCP-001 started existing. That'd be horrifying. Like, SCP-001 is, like, in my opinion, one of the scariest SCPs on the website. Also one of the most well-written, I would say. That's just me, though. Yeah. Yeah. Take his heart. Take his heart. Steal his heart. Steal the heart of SCP-001. Imagine just not being able to exit the shadows at all. That'd be awful. I hate that. The sun is a deadly laser. SCP-001 is awful. And you can't even like go out at nighttime because the sun reflects off the moon. Big scary moments. You know? I'm gonna steal the heart of SCP-001. Is this good, do you think, this drawing? I don't know if there's anything else I could add to it. Because there's not, like, a whole lot of empty space at this point. Look, the empty space is, like, here and here. But it's not, like, extraordinarily empty space, you know? First, let me save this as... what should I title it? Probably just SCP-001, I guess. SCP-001. There we go. Saved. SCP-001 drip. I barely understand the drip meme. Goku drip. What color is the Supreme logo? Did you say it's like this color? Oh, whoops. I guess it would be over here. And then bucket tool. And text. We'll just stretch it out. Supreme. Probably bold it. What else does the Supreme logo have on it? It's kind of, oh, it's italicized too. What font is it though? What font is the Supreme logo? Do I have to Google? Alright. What font is the Supreme logo? Why so many Whoa, wait, what? You are correct. Wait, why do I have so many dislikes? What? Why do I have 9 dislikes? Who made like 9 alt accounts and disliked my stuff? Is there something wrong with the stream? Is like the volume weird or something? Am I getting rated? What's happening? 9 dislikes. Do I have haters? There's nothing wrong with this stream, right? It's the drip. I can't believe this. Chobi, you gave me the idea to add drip and now I have 9 dislikes. I can't believe you would do this to me. I don't think there's anything wrong with this stream. It's categorized correctly, I'm pretty sure. The title is relevant. With only 6 people watching, I can't imagine who disliked my stream unless... Because if I got rated, then like... I think the view counter would have shot up a little bit, right? For like a few seconds if I were getting rated. So it seems more likely that someone just created 8 alt accounts and disliked my stuff. Congratulations, this is a sign of success. You could argue that, yeah. A video getting rated, yeah. This is a sign of success, guys. We don't look at this as someone disliking my stream. There's nothing wrong with the stream, right? Because if the volume is weird, or maybe something is too loud or too soft or hard to hear, maybe that could be it. I think they envy you. You think so? Maybe. Because I know any publicity is good publicity unless it's bad. Yeah, a lot of streamers go in with that in mind. Like, any publicity is good publicity. But the problem is that you are your own brand in the online entertainment industry. So bad publicity is actually bad. Because your personality is your brand. And if you get bad publicity, then that means people are probably judging your personality in a negative way, which is bad for your brand. Bad publicity is actually bad in the entertainment industry. 9 dislikes. We only have 6 people watching now. And as far as I can tell, they all came in at the same time. How can they not envy such a cute Neko? You're probably right. Maybe they're just mad that my character appears to be a girl, but is actually a guy. That could be it. Because I'm pretty sure that it was one person who did all those dislikes, or maybe like 1 or 2 people that did those dislikes. Because with only 6 people watching, I don't think I've even had 9 concurrent viewers in this stream yet. Are we meme disliking this stream? No, I think someone really just didn't like my stream. I have no clue what's going on. Hello, Robus. Welcome into the stream. You came at an interesting time. I mean, there's no one in chat who I would say is probably, like, I don't think there's anyone who's in chat that has any reason to dislike bomb the video. Because, like, everyone that's in chat right now is someone who's appeared before. So I think it's kind of unlikely. What's up? Nothing much. I'm doing pretty good. I think it's more than likely that someone just, like, came into the stream expecting a girl or something, and then they heard my voice, and then they got all their alt accounts and disliked it because they got trapped, I guess. I feel kind of bad if that's the case, but I hope that isn't the case. I hope someone just didn't like my voice or something like that. I'd rather it be personal at that point. I like traps. I like traps as well. I think they're cute. Maybe I'm just gay though. How's this Supreme logo? Okay, so the font is the font for Supreme logo is Futura bold italic. Okay, so I gotta find Futura. Where is F? I'm looking at the fonts right now. You can't see it right now, but I will find Futura. Do I not have Futura? Oh, I guess I don't. I guess I don't have Futura. Yeah, I don't know why there are so many dislikes, but thank you for pointing that out, Grox. Probably wouldn't have noticed it if you didn't point it out. Oh, Futura is available as a commercial typeface you can download and purchase. Rough. Do they care so much about the voice of a VTuber? No problem, but just ignore the haters. Ooh, I will do my best. Thank you very much, Grox. I mean, maybe it's just aunties, or I guess aunties is how you pronounce it. Like ANTIs, like the ANTIS. The people that just hate VTubers. Because I know there are some aunties who just in general dislike VTubers. Honestly, I don't mind dislike bombing too much. It's like 9 dislikes. And you could argue that, like, oh, that's like half of your like ratio, but it's fine. Dislikes don't affect the stream too much unless like a video is like absurdly disliked, like more than 60% dislikes. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, a channel being mostly likes versus dislikes, like just more or less 90% likes, is good, but there are a lot of channels that kind of consistently get like 60 to 70% likes and 30 to 40% dislikes, and that's fine. Because, I mean, there are channels like that that still make good content, so the dislikes aren't that important, I don't think. I think we're fine. It's probably just one or two people that just didn't like something about me and just made a bunch of accounts for that. It's a shame that you have to purchase Futura as a font. Futura Bold Italic costs $29. Ouch. That's okay. I think we've got the perfect Supreme logo right here. SCP-001 with the drip. It's so stupid. I love it. Thank you very much for recommending me this, Chobi. The drip. Comic Sans. How about Cosmic Sans? How about a Cosmic Horror Sans? Cthulhu Sans. Oh. Oh. Vorador donated $6.16. Have a beer to wash down the sorrow. Thank you very much, Vorador. I don't drink yet. I haven't had a bottle of beer yet, but I'll drink what could I drink? Milk? I'll drink after the stream ends, I'll drink a cup of milk in your honor. Pour one out. I think you have a nice voice, not particularly feminine, of course, but you can't change it with an avatar, so you can hardly take offense at a person because of the voice. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that they were just expecting something different. Yeah, thank you very much, Vorador, for the donation. I really appreciate it. Okay. Well, I'm chilling now. This is a much more chill drawing stream than I usually have. Usually my drawing streams are a little more focused. Because the reason I kind of stopped doing drawing streams is because I felt like my commentary during them was really bad. Because all it was me like commentating on exactly what I was doing. Like I would be like, okay, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna draw on the hair. So I'm gonna start with I'm gonna start with the few lines here. Like that was kind of all that they were. But like now that I'm just kind of taking time to chill out, it's fun. Yeah, Comster, you'd be surprised. Yeah, I mean, some people do take offense to it. There are like a lot of streamers I've seen, like VTubers, who use like a female model but are either male or have a really deep voice. And everyone comes onto their streams and they're like, "Oh, ew, why are you a guy using a girl avatar?" Yeah, it's unfortunate, but like a lot of people do take offense to that. It seems not offense, maybe. I guess they were kind of annoyed. I guess, kind of expecting something different. Moreover, if such a cute neko like you had a cute girlish voice, we would all die of emotion. Probably, I would just kill you all with how cute I am if I had a cute girly voice. My voice is smooth and relaxing. Can I wink? Hold on. I need to desync my. Oh, wait. I'm gonna wink. Wait. I'm gonna wink. That is not the eye that I blinked with. Wait. Yeah, there we go. I kind of winked. Let me mirror the eyes. I have mirror symmetry on my eyes just so that they look neater. But that means that I can't wink. But it also means that my eyes look a lot more natural when they blink and such. And when I close my eyes and stuff. Yeah. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes I do wish that I could pass for a girl. And like part of it is for selfish reasons, and it's because like female VTubers are generally speaking more successful. But I don't know. You guys have made me comfortable with my voice. Because for a long time I was kind of worried that my voice wasn't very appealing. But a lot of people have said in like comments and in chat, like, your voice is really relaxing, I like it. Like, yeah, it's nice. And thank you guys for it. You've made me a lot more confident in myself. You know of at least one other VTuber that has received hate due to her voice. Apparently IRL before streaming too. Ouch, that sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. Cause that's something that like we can't really change. Or something that like changing wouldn't be worth the effort at least. It's just annoying. And it's a shame that some people have to go through that. Yeah, it's fine though. Yeah, 9 dislikes isn't really all that much. That's like a third of the like to dislike ratio. I've had worse, I think. Have I? I'm not sure. anyways. What do we do with the drawing now that we added the Supreme logo to it? I feel like we can only go down from here. Here, let's move it over a little bit. Center it a little more. SCP-001 with dead drip. I barely understand that meme. I just know it involves the Supreme logo. Yeah, it is a shame that a lot of VTubers experience hate for things that they can't change. But, it's a part of life, I guess. Like, it's one thing to complain about something that someone can change, because, like, good things can come out of that. But usually when you insult someone for something that they can't change about themselves, then it's kind of... Like, in the best case scenario, it can turn out mildly annoying for the person being insulted. And that's, like, best case scenario. So it's a shame that, like, people take offense to that kind of stuff. Like, some people just... Even like, when people get mad at guys for using female avatars, some people just feel more comfortable like that, you know? Like, obviously, some people are just using female avatars because they think it'll get more of an audience. Like, there are people who do that, but... Maybe some people just feel more comfortable having a feminine avatar. Or, you know, a whole female avatar. In fact, I'm pretty sure that there's, like, a Japanese term for that. I think it's babiniku. Let me look that up, actually. Where's my mouse? There it is. Babiniku. Babiniku is a Japanese term for an online avatar depicting an anime-style female character used by content creators who are often, but not always, male for public-facing purposes. Yeah. The term is an abbreviation of Virtual Bishoujo Juniku, which means virtual girl incarnation, or Virtual Bishoujo Self Juniku, meaning virtual girl self incarnation. So yeah. That's perfectly normal. After all, a person doesn't have to look like their avatar. Yeah, of course. Like, a guy using a female avatar is hardly different than, like, you know, girls using avatars with, like, bright pink hair or whatever. It's hardly different. Yeah. It'd be that way sometimes. It kind of sucks when, like, people have to go through that kind of thing. Almost out of water. Tasty. Okay. Gosh, my hand hurts. Should I take off my arm brace, maybe? Maybe I should get my arm brace off. Should I? Hold on. I'll take my arm brace off and let my arm rest for a bit. That's better. I've been wearing my arm brace pretty tight. Just to try and fix my hand. But I can't tell if it's working. I hope it's working, but it's hard to say. Do you think that this kind of artwork would be appreciated on the SCP subreddit? Let's see. Reddit SCP. Secure, contain, protect. Official subreddit of scpwiki.com. Okay. I think this is the right one. What kind of artwork can I add? Let's see. Okay, here we go. A few rules. Don't be mean. All posts must be related to SCP Wiki. Follow Reddit. Check Reddit search before posting. Overdone posts will be removed. This includes containment or termination protocols. Okay, that's not related to me. This isn't a role-playing subreddit. Not related to me either right now. Draft critique request must link to either a sandbox page or draft critique forum. Credit the original creator. If you're posting someone's art, put their name in the title and link in the source. If you're posting an SCP article screenshot, link the article and name of it in the title. What are the rules? What are the rules for posting artwork? Ooh, artwork info. Here we go. I'm looking around the subreddit right now. Oh no, this is just artwork about like the banner on the SCP subreddit. What is the rules? Let me check the flares. Let's see. Articles to read, requesting draft critique, crafts, cosplay, games, meme Monday, confinement cartoon. Ooh, artwork. I think I can just I think I can post my art. I think. Sorry, my roommates are screaming outside my door. Forgive me about the noise. Yeah, I think I'm all clear to post on the subreddit. My wrist hurts. Is that bad? Uh-oh. Huh. Have I been using my wrist too much? But I haven't been using it at all during this stream. It's all been my right hand. Why does my wrist hurt? Genuinely, I have not used my left hand. Like, at the very most, I use my left hand to open my water bottle, but even now I stopped doing that, and I'm using my arm instead to do so. Why does my wrist hurt? What? It's like a pretty intense pain, too. This is bad. But I'm not using my wrist. Why is it doing this? Should I put the brace back on? I'm putting the brace back on. Should I stop the stream? Just to be safe? Or do I keep going? Because one of my roommates has had the same type of injury that I had, so I could ask them about what's going on. Should I? I mean, but usually my streams only go for like 2 hours anyways. Oh man, you know, I kind of got off topic. Originally what I was going to draw is I was going to try drawing artwork for King, like the song. Because there's this one song that like a bunch of VTubers like have covered already called King. And I kind of want to sing it. But I want to draw like artwork for it. Or I at least wanted to try drawing artwork for it. I don't know. I'd like to cover King, but I would probably have to commission someone else for the art of it. Oh, but that would be so expensive. Because it would be like the pose art and then a bunch of different expressions. What form of Yunayo would I use? Oh my gosh, you know what I also want to do? I want to do a Bad Apple cover, but like it alternates between my models. Not like my actual models, but like my character style. Because Bad Apple is all about like like the Toho characters having existential crises about like who they really are and like swapping between black and white, which is like the theme of the music video for it. And I think like a Bad Apple cover would be super cool because there's a lot that I could do with the music video for that. I think my wrist is feeling better since I put the brace back on. Oh, sounds really cool. Thank you. Comster, you've been so freaking supportive of me. I love you. Sometimes I fear that, like, I'm gonna get super popular or something, and then we're just gonna completely forget about all the people who've been supporting me since the start. Like, there are so many people who pop up on all of my streams, like Shinsu, Joff, and Comster Ward, or Chobi. And like, I'm scared that one day I'm just gonna get so popular that I won't even be able to read your guys' messages in chat. Like, I know that like, as far as online entertainment go, that's like a natural part of it, but yeah, kind of scary. I don't know. I think it'll be hard for me to forget you guys though. Just because you've been here supporting me for a really long time now. It's been like, by the way, yesterday was our 5-month anniversary, wasn't it? I obviously I didn't remember my 5 months, but it's fitting that my 5-month anniversary also happened to be my largest Twitch stream I've ever had, with like almost 20 viewers. That was cool. Yeah. Truth be told, I didn't really have anything to celebrate on the 5th, but I will probably do a celebration stream next month, just because next month will be next month will be half a year since I started. Oh my god, it's gonna be half a year. That's scary. Just a little scary. Don't be afraid to become popular. I think we all want you to be very popular because you deserve it. Oh, thank you, Constant. I really appreciate that. I love you guys. I won't forget you guys. Yeah, the 5th of February will be 6 months since I started. That's terrifying. Oh my god, 6 months. Half a year? Am I doing my math right? Right. I can't, wait. I need to count the months. Wait. It's January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Oh god, it really is 6 months. That's kind of scary. I'm at a stage of my life right now where the progression of time is starting to become scary. Everything feels like it's going by so fast. Like, a year is feeling shorter and shorter. It felt like I remember the exact point in time where it started to feel like the years were going by faster. It was towards the end of my sophomore year in high school, and I remember because I was in like my fourth or fifth period English class, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, wow, it's almost the end of the year. Wait, where did it all go? And that was the exact moment where I realized that like the years were starting to pass by faster. Because before that, a year felt like just an eternity. It felt like it had been like eons since a year, you know. But nowadays, it feels like 2020 was just gone and over. That's so scary. We have a month until half a year. Jeez, dude. Am I counting right? I swear to God, I'm not counting right. Okay, I'm gonna double check my math. Wait. So my channel started on August 5th. Oh, gosh. Okay, so August, September, October, December, January, February. Oh my God, it is 6 months. That's half a year. Yunayo has an existential crisis about time. Why is that so scary to me? I know what it is. No, I know exactly why it's scary. I mean, I've mentioned it a few times now, but I basically have a deal with my roommates who are more or less taking care of me and my living conditions. And they know that I'm pretty sure they know that I want to be in the entertainment industry. Like, being in the entertainment industry is like my dream job, more or less. And I'm pretty sure they know that. So they're like, look, we can support you, but if you can't like make a living, like the agreement that I made with them was that if I can't make a living for myself by like the end of a year, by like the end of the year, then I would go get an actual job and go to college and stuff, and like probably work retail or something. Because as it stands, the only reason I can stream so much is because I have free time, and a lot of it. April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November. Yeah, okay, so I made the promise in like September. Like halfway through it. So I have, the reason that 6 months is so scary is because it means that I'm halfway down to my deadline. Which, yeah, that is scary. No, yeah, that's horrifying. It's not so much that I'm scared of getting an actual job. What I'm scared of is losing the progress that I've made as a VTuber. Because I know that if I do end up getting a job and going to college, I'll have to like majorly cut down on how often I stream. Because even though I would probably have the time during like my daily schedule to stream, the more that I do it, the more that I stress myself. And at a certain point, I'd have to come to the conclusion that it's not worth it to spend my free time streaming. It's not that I don't enjoy streaming, it's just like, I don't know. How do I say this without not sounding ungrateful? I enjoy streaming, but like, I also enjoy relaxing. And like just being on my own, because I am an introvert at heart. And like I know it's not really true, but a part of me feels like if I do end up getting to my deadline, then I'll just have to give up on my dream of being in the entertainment industry. Because I'm pretty sure my parents want me to be a doctor or something, or a lawyer, or some other well-paying job, but I don't want to. I don't want to be a doctor because I have to deal with blood and I hate the human body. I don't want to be a lawyer because I hate arguing with people and I feel like it brings me nowhere. I don't know. It's just not something I'm at all interested in. And it makes me sad to think that like there may be a point where I may just have to work an office job or something and make this a hobby. And that's why I was so urgent to get monetized for a really long time. But now people are graciously giving me donations, so I suppose I'm on the path to that, but yeah. That's why 6 months scares me. It's because I'm almost halfway down my deadline. God, am I really halfway down my deadline? The math just does not check out in my favor. It really doesn't. Sorry. Now I'm kind of depressed. Not depressed, just disappointed, I guess. Well, we're here. We're here to stream, and we're here to have fun. We're not here to be sad, right? We're here to have a good time while drawing, you know? And I drink some water so I can cool down after that depressing talk. I guess in a way, it's not so much that I'm afraid of becoming popular. I'm more so afraid of not becoming popular. It sounds selfish, and it is selfish. But I so desperately want to be able to make V2 my full-time job. Anyways. Is there anything else? I mean, I don't know if there's anything else I could really add to the drawing. Like, what else could I add? Maybe something to fill in the empty space, but I'm not exactly sure what. Let's see. SCP-001 when day breaks. Oh, sweet. We have 10 dislikes. Let's go. Alright guys, congratulations. We are at 10 dislikes, and I believe that makes this the most disliked stream on my channel. Let's go. I think. Can we check that? Edit video. Where would I go to check that? Analytics? Hold on. Wait, let me see if I can find out where I go to check my dislikes. Likes versus dislikes. I can't sort it by likes versus dislikes, really? This is definitely an achievement. You are not indifferent to so many people. That's true. Yeah, I'm not indifferent. People have an opinion about me. That's good. People actually have an opinion of me. Let's see. How do I find my likes and dislikes? I wish I could sort stuff by my likes and dislikes, but I can't find YouTube has gotten into a weird habit of hiding dislikes recently. You're interesting for so many people. Yeah, you're right. I'm interesting. People find me interesting. Yeah. Okay, so I believe, looking through all of my streams, that this is, so far, my most disliked stream. Which, clearly an achievement. Maybe? This is, yeah, actually, yeah, no. This is a bunch of records for us, you guys. First, our lowest like to dislike ratio, good for us. Second, our most dislikes on a stream. We're doing great, you guys. And you know what? As an aside, I kind of like how this piece turned out. I'm still not the best at painting, but it's alright. Maybe I could add like some debris on the side. Like what if I added, where's the buildings layer? There they are. What if I added like some cars or something just chilling on the side? Like like, how do you draw cars? Wait, wait, I thought about it. This is probably an awful idea, trying to draw cars. Because the only thing that I can draw are, like, the simplistic box cars, and even the... not the best. Ah, yes, my amazing arts. Perfect. Now that does not look at all like a car. It's beautiful though. It's beautiful. You know what I installed on my computer recently? I got this app called Voice Mod. And I think a few people were there when I actually installed it, but let me open it up. Wait. Hold on. I'm only gonna mess around with it for a bit. Okay. Alright, hold on. Okay. Alright. I've got it set up, I think, for the most part. Hold on. Okay, wait. Alright, I think that's the right volume. Check this out. Yeah. It's a voice changer program. And I downloaded it because it's free, although there's also a paid version. And it gives me like a bunch of free voice to mess around with. Man to woman. What is that? Let's find out what this is.
This is probably gonna be awful. Oh, that is awful.
Give me my magic chords back. This is what I want. There's one here called Voice Tune. What's this? Let's see what it does. Oh, what does it do? I have no clue what it does. It's understandable why it's free. Yeah, it is. I don't know. Ooh, cop walkie-talkie? How about that? Okay. Oh. That was awful. That was awful. It was loud and annoying. I much more prefer magic chords to cop walkie-talkie. I hope it's working and I don't just sound insane. Anyways, let me switch back to my normal mic. Alright, I'm back. We're back. Yeah, I might mess around with voice mod more in the future. But for now, it's just something that I like to screw around with for a little bit every now and then. Alright, I'm gonna chug the last of my water. Stay hydrated, you guys. Got my empty Voss bottle. I'll, we'll just call this a drawing. I'll save it, and I'll export it, and then I'll probably send it to the SCP subreddit or something. We'll see what they think of it. It's not like, I mean, the drawing itself, I don't think it's particularly anything special. But it turned out pretty alright. I mean, but it barely looks like an SCP though. What's the worst that could happen if I were to post it? Like, the worst that could happen is that people downvote it to oblivion. and call me bad. That's not that bad, I don't think. Maybe. Who really knows? Anyways, maybe, you know what? I'll post it. I'll post it. Gotta get my art out there, you know? And we'll just vibe. But anyways, with that being said, I think it's about time I sign out. This was a pretty interesting stream, wasn't it? A lot happened. We vibed a lot. Like, this was a very vibing stream, and I'm very glad that you guys were all here for it. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And also, we got disliked bombed by someone. Who knows who actually did the dislike bombing? I don't think there's any way for me to really find out unless people make their likes and dislikes public, which not many people do. So yeah, I don't think there's any way for me to really find out who did that. Not that I really need to, unless they keep doing it. If they keep doing it, it might turn into a problem. But I mean, what could I even like do about that? Because I could like email YouTube about it, but there's no way. Like the first, right? There's no way that they could prove that it's all the same person unless they tracked his IP, which I don't think is legal. And secondly, I am like a small 262 sub VTuber. I don't think YouTube is really gonna pay that much attention to me. So I think that like if it keeps happening, I'll just have to take things into my own hands at that point. Maybe I'll create 10 alternative accounts and re-like my own stuff to balance out the like dislike ratio. We'll bring it all the way back to 0. Yeah. If it really comes down to it, then I can just make alt accounts and rebalance out the like dislike ratio. Like, but then I could get in trouble. And then, but if I just keep letting it happen, then my video will appear in less and less recommended feeds, and then like my growth will stop. I don't know. I'm not sure what I can do about it, but for now, it's not an issue. It really isn't an issue right now. If it's just this one stream, who really cares? If it keeps going though, I'll probably like post on some subreddits asking for help and what I can really do about it. But for now, we're fine. So, with that being said, my name is virtual YouTuber Yunayo, and thank you guys very much for tuning in. I had a lot of fun this stream, and I hope you guys had fun too, because I really enjoyed myself. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. I believe. Let me check the schedule real quick. Yeah, 8 p.m. PST tomorrow, and I hope to see you guys there. With that being said, I already said this part. Whoops. Whatever. I am virtual YouTuber Yunayo, and thank you guys very much for watching. Bye bye.